This mini webinar will cover the entering year 2021 virtual interview process. My name is Dr. Layla Harrison. I'm the Senior Associate Dean for Admissions and Student Affairs at the Washington State University Elson S. Floyd College of Medicine. This webinar will cover the virtual interview process for this cycle, including the MCvita, live virtual interview day and what it will include, as well as an opportunity for mock interviews with our medical students. Prior to this cycle, our interview day consisted of a live interview day in Spokane, Washington, which was about 8 hours long. It included presentations and a student panel. And then the interview part of the day was an hour and 20 minutes, and it was a hybrid multiple mini interview, which had 7 scenario stations at 5 minutes long each, and then 1 traditional interview at 13 minutes. For the current cycle for entering year 2021, we will have an all virtual interview process. The virtual interview day itself will be about 6.5 hours long with lots of breaks. It will still include live presentations as well as recorded presentations and a live student panel. The interview part of our process this year is 2 parts. The first is we will be requiring applicants to record and participate in the MCvita. So they will have 2 weeks leading up to the virtual interview day to record their Vita interviews. And then on the virtual interview day, there will still be 2 traditional structured virtual interviews at 10 minutes long each. The MCvita, or video interview tool for admissions, is a multiple assessment tool similar to the MMI in that we as an admissions committee will receive multiple assessments about an applicant rather than just one or a few. The big difference is that it is one directional and asynchronous. One directional meaning that applicants will not engage directly with an interviewer. They will simply record their responses to prompts. And it's asynchronous in that it doesn't occur on the virtual interview day itself. It can occur before that and recorded at any time that's convenient for the applicants. This Vita will include 6 scenarios or questions, which is 1 less than we use in our MMI. And applicants will have 3 minutes to record their responses for each interview. I would highly encourage applicants who are invited to interview with us to review the AAMC website about the Vita. You can simply search AAMC Vita and it will pull up this information. The live virtual structured interviews, as I mentioned, will be 2. There will be 2 of them on the virtual interview day. One of these will be with an admissions committee member. The other one will be either with a non-admissions committee member or an additional admissions committee member. They are 10 minutes long each. They are still structured, and they're completed within an hour and 10-minute window. So plenty of breaks outside of the time that an applicant is completing those 2 interviews. Finally, I want to share with you that our students have stepped up and are excited to offer mock interviews for all applicants that we invite in to interview with us. This is being led by the Student National Medical Association, or SNMA, and their leadership, which is very exciting. For every applicant that we invite to interview, we will connect you with SNMA if you want to participate in these mock interviews. And an applicant can then choose which student interest group they want to conduct their mock interview. Options will include SNMA, also the Latinx and Medical Student Association, the Asian and Pacific American Medical Student Association, Women in Medicine, LGBTQI+, military and medicine, non-traditional, or if an applicant doesn't have a preference, any of these groups can conduct the mock interviews. It's an awesome opportunity for applicants not only to engage in mock interviews with our students, but to engage with students who are members of these various interest groups in case an applicant might be interested in joining them should they enroll at our medical school. Quickly, this is our admissions process. A couple of things I want to highlight here are that we blind the MCAT and the GPA once we receive the secondary back all the way through our process. So our interview will continue to be a blinded interview on the virtual interview day with the 2 structured traditional interviews. And those interviewers will have received and not reviewed, would not have reviewed any aspect of your application to conduct those interviews. But this is just an overview of our interview process for the cycle, which remains largely the same as prior cycles. As always, if you have any questions about our process or about our program, please do not hesitate to reach out to our team at medicine.admissions@wsu.edu. Thank you.